Ayyuhal ikhwah, the Salaf of this ummah, they would remind each other, particularly during the khutbah of Eid. As one of the khulafa, as one of the imams, and one of the leaders of the Muslimin from among the Salaf, he came out and he gave a khutbah on the day of Eid. And in his khutbah he said, Ibadullah. He said, worshippers of Allah, Azuma qadru ad-darain, wartafa'a jaza'u al-amilin, wa talat muddatu al-fariqain. He said, worshippers of Allah, indeed the affair of the two final abodes is tremendous. Referring to the Jannah and referring to the Hellfire. He said, and indeed the reward of those who have acted, those who have carried out their deeds, the recompense is raised to Allah Azza wa Jal and is in His hands. Those actions that you carry out, they have raised to Allah Azza wa Jal. They have been completed. They are done, whether good or bad. He mentions, and indeed the period of the existence of the two parties is long. For wallahi, innahu lal-jad lal-la'ib. He said, by Allah, the affair is one of jad. The affair is one of jidd. It is one that is very serious. And the affair is not one of play. That which you hear week after week concerning Jannah and the Nar and preparing for it, it is an affair that is one of jidd. Serious, ikhwan. It is not one of play. And thus Allah Azza wa Jal has commanded, فَلِذَلِكَ فَادْعُوا فَاسْتَقِمْ كَمَا أُمِرْتَ. فَلِذَلِكَ فَادْعُوا, then call to this. فَاسْتَقِمْ كَمَا أُمِرْتَ, and remain upright as you have been commanded. Remain upright as you have been commanded. The affair, ayyuhal ikhwah, is one of jidd. It is a serious affair. There is no game and no joke with this affair. فَاسْتَقِمْ كَمَا أُمِرْتَ. How have we been during Ramadan? What is it that we have carried out? What are the attitudes that we have? Have we striven to abandon those evil actions that we are upon? Have we tried? Listen to the command of Allah, فَاسْتَقِمْ كَمَا أُمِرْتَ. Be upright as you have been commanded. The affair is not a joke. This issue is not a game. Be upright as you have been commanded. Leave alone the excuse. Too much excuses. Too much wasting of time. فَاسْتَقِمْ كَمَا أُمِرْتَ. Be upright as you have been commanded. Why play with the deen of Allah Azza wa Jal? Why play with the one chance that you have? فَاسْتَقِمْ كَمَا أُمِرْتَ. Be upright as you have been commanded. You know your days are short and numbered. Whooping. Indeed, wallahi, the amr is an amr of jidd. It is not an amr of joke, game and play, and ridicule of those who are trying, and ridicule of those who attempt to remain upon the path, to the extent that we have names for them now. Haram police, and names such as this foolishness and nincompoopery. فَاسْتَقِمْ كَمَا أُمِرْتَ. Be upright as you have been commanded. Don't play with the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't play with the ni'mah that Allah Azza wa Jalla has given you. Remain upright as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded you. Simple sentence, a simple statement. فَاسْتَقِمْ كَمَا أُمِرْتَ. That was it that the message is. Abdullah, tell me something that I cannot ask anyone but you. قُلْ آمَنْتُ بِاللَّهِ ثُمَّ اسْتَقِمْ. Say, I believe in Allah upright. It's what Allah Azza wa Jal has commanded us. This is what the Messenger ﷺ has commanded us. A simple affair. Just play it. استقم كما أمرت. Oh, you cannot do it now except that you take a riba loan. Or you can't do it now except that you free mix. Or you can't do it now except that you do X, Y, and Z. كما أمرت. Stop playing about. Stop playing with the deen of Allah Azza wa Jal. Stay upright as Allah Azza wa Jal has commanded you. If it was said to you that tonight you will die, will you not be upon uprightness? Will you not cling to the deen of Allah Azza wa Jal? If it was said tonight, all of this game and play that you have, will you remain upon it? Following this idiot on Twitter and that fool on TikTok, would you remain upon that? If tonight you are going to die, your body is going to be washed tonight, you upon this foolishness, would you? Then consider, ayyuhal ikhwa, our time is short and we could die tonight. فَاسْتَقِمْ كَمَا أُمِرْ. For wallahi, just as he said, wallahi, the affair is lal-jid, lal-la'ib. It is an affair of jid, of being upright and serious. It is not a joke. It is not a game. Mention rahimahullah ta'ala, innahu lal-haq, lal-kadib. Indeed, it is the haq. This is not a lie. This is the truth. The deen of Allah Azza wa Jal. And then the sunnah of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And remaining upon the way of the salaf of this ummah. This is haq. Pure, unadulterated haq. You have it in front of you. It is not a game and it is not kadhib. This is haq. Mentions rahimahullah, وَمَا هُوَ إِلَّا الْمَوْتِ وَالْبَحْثِ وَالْحِسَابِ وَالْفَصْلِ وَالصِّرَاطِ ثُمَّ الْعِقَابِ وَالثَّوَابِ. He said that indeed there is nothing that remains other than death, then the resurrection, then the reckoning, then the judgment, then the sirat over the hellfire, then iqab, punishment or reward. فَمَنْ نَجَى يَوْمَئِذٍ فَقَدْ فَازَ. Whomsoever is successful on that day, then indeed he is successful. He has achieved salvation. That is true success. وَمَنْ هَوَى يَوْمَئِذٍ فَقَدْ خَابَ. And whomsoever hawa, and this statement hawa is a reference to falling. The one who is thrown into the hellfire will fall, and he will fall fast. Iyadun billah min dhalik. Mentions al-khayru kulluhu fil jannah wash-sharru kulluhu fil nar. He said khair, all khair is in Jannah. Khair, ikhwan, is not here in the dunya. Yes, we have something of khair, but real khair, the real hayawan, the real existence is in Jannah. And there is just a short period of patience before we reach that. Before we reach the akhirah. And before the believers reach Jannah, and we ask Allah Azza wa Jal to make us from its inhabitants. Then he mentions all the nar. Ash-shar, kull ash-shar, all evil. is in the hellfire. نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى يوفقنا وإياكم بما يحبه ويرضاه. صلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. May Allah Azza wa Jalla accept from us our siyam, our qiyam, and our spending this month in ibadah. May He cause us to live to see another Ramadan. وجزاكم